going to be Charles versus Chris. Fantastic on your screen is Chris. Charles is Scum side. Is going to be playing the Galactic Empire. Chris's list is Ciena Ree in the TIE Interceptor with a shield upgrade, so he does get the extra shield bonus there, and Predator. Soontir Fel in the TIE Interceptor, again with a shield upgrade and Predator. Gives it the extra hit point, which is always nice. And then Darth Vader with fire control systems and afterburners. So he ran the 3 6s or the 666 list. If you know Chris, you'll know that that's a very good choice for him. Charles is running a 2-ship list, which is very impressive. He's running Fenn the the I-6 Fang Fighter. Great ship with outmaneuver. Normally you see it with Fearless, but in this particular case it is hard for them not to see it go. It looks like Charles took player 2 and gave initiative to Chris because he does have a 20-point bid. Wow. All right. Next ship in Charles's list is Guri. Guri is a running out maneuver as well. Advanced sensors, advanced proton torpedoes, a shield upgrade, afterburners, and Virago, which is a very, very large Guri. So that is a 106-point Guri. Wow. So 3 shields with the 2 shield upgrades, because Virago actually gives you a shield upgrade as well as an afterburners in the end phase, which is kind of a unique thing there. They're almost getting done setting down their obstacles, so we're going to get those done there. All 3 of them picked the large obstacles, which is good. Going to have some maneuvering going on here. Getting ready to start setting down their first ships. We'll be getting close to starting this up. Hope you all are excited. We're going to watch this game out. All right, now Chris is going to set down all 3 of his ships because they're all at initiative 6. Guri is actually in initiative 5. So it is going to be curious how this does fare in this particular matchup, because you are going to have a hard time having the I-5, even with advanced sensors, running in against 3 I-6s. Very challenging. Okay, so Vader's going down in the middle there. Looks like he's electing to put a few of them in the center here. There's a little bit more of a shot here. Looks pretty good. Waiting for the last ship, which will be Fenn Rau. Fenn Rau will move last. He's the one that's going to have perfect board positioning before he gets to set everything down. So that will be quite handy. Any of you who are watching, thank you and welcome to our stream. This is our second stream game, so please bear with us, as you know, especially this is my first time commentating. So if you are a little bit bored, understand it is very hard to fill all this time. But other than that, looks like they're getting ready here, almost ready, set to go. Go for a dual approach there. So kind of an interesting setup here, where one took either side and then Chris took the center section. So if you're looking here, you have the ability for these ships to flex out pretty well. With the ability to move in. And I wanted to real quick read Virago. It's not a title that you see very often. So Virago is a scum upgrade for the Star Viper platform only, and it's during the end phase. And it's it's an added shield and 2 energy. So during the end phase, you may spend 1 energy and you perform a red boost action. So basically, that's allowing you to do the boost action during that end phase. It's almost like a pre-position. It can actually start to send be a little bit trickier, and it does change the direction in which Guri can be. Most of the time, people don't use that one. What you do see a lot of on that is actually people using that to do the Just get the shield. It's basically a cheap shield upgrade for what this is basically a fat Guri. All right, they're setting their dials now. So a lot of people might also be asking what outmaneuver is. So outmaneuver is while you perform a primary, which is the wedge in the very front, that 90-degree wedge that points out the front of the ship. So while you perform a front attack, if you are not in the defender's firing arc, so basically you're not in that front wedge again, the defender rolls one fewer defense dice. So that is a very nice uh, upgrade for these AC type ships because they do have that ability to kind of move in behind and flank out between some of these. Advanced sensors on Guri. So as it's such a high pointed ship, sensors allows you to, after you reveal your dial, you may perform an action. If you do, you can't perform another action. So basically, it allows them to barrel roll or boost prior to moving. So you reveal your dial, you do this action, and then you do the move on the dial, which is nice. Looks like they're getting ready to go. They're both set up, and they have begun. Here we go. It will be the one to move first here. See what he's decided to come out with. It's going straight, slow playing it a little bit. So Guri, a lot of people. So let me go ahead and read Guri's card too. Uh, at the start of engagement, if there's at least one enemy ship at range 0 to 1 of Guri, you gain a free focus token, which is awesome because she doesn't actually have a focus on her dial. She is a calculate, block, barrel roll to calculate, boost to calculate her actions, and then the micro thrusters, which is what makes these ships so unique. What it is it allows you to barrel roll, but when you do, you have to use the one bank template as opposed to the one straight template. It does give these ships just an crazy amount of maneuverability. The only other thing that you might see that has something like that might be the basically the TIE Phantom, which also will do some of that. Well, I'm sorry, Echo in the TIE Phantom, which also does that. Okay, so red is your Ciena Ree, does the bank. Darth Vader goes in, uses a barrel roll and uses the Force to focus. Soontir Fel, 2 bank, sorry, 3 bank. And Soontir's action. Gonna bank right, boost right rather. Looks good. Kind of not really giving up what they're doing, but definitely looking a little bit more hungry towards the Fenn Rao side of this. Definitely for Ciena Ree. Ciena Ree, all done. Soontir done. Looks like he's not going to link that action. So now it's up to Fenn Rao. Fenn Rao is going to two forward, looks like. And my guess is he's going to boost left. Nope, just going to take the focus. All right. One focus, one calculate, and those are back to dials. So it doesn't look like there's going to be any shots. They may throw up an arc, but I likely not. So, okay, so that'll give me a little bit of a chance to read Vader's card. So Darth Vader, for those of you guys who don't know Darth Vader, is after you perform an action, you may spend one force to perform an action. So basically what that basically says is that Vader can perform an action, spend a force, perform another action, spend a force, perform another action, spend a force, perform another action. So with 3 force, you can just stack actions on top of Vader. Now, of course, you cannot do the one action more than once per round, so you can only do so much with that. But still, it's not bad. All right, so now comes the speculation time. Ooh, both kept it pretty clean. I'm not sure exactly what they're going to do, but if I were to take a guess, I'm going to guess that Chris is going to come out and move more left towards Fenn, which would be interesting. I think that if it were me, I'd probably go a little more towards Guri, just because you have the advantage on Guri being a 6 and 5. But I think he's going to head in for Fenn Rau. So, Fang Fighters, for anybody who doesn't know, Fang Fighters are that they have the Concordia face off, which says, I'll go ahead and pull it up, that while you perform an attack, while you defend, if the attack range is 1 and you are in the attacker's front primary arc, wedge, uh, you can change one of your results to a evade. So basically, a focus or a blank both become a focus. And Fenn Rau gives you an extra die while rolling at range 1. So you get an extra die defending and an extra die attacking. So I'll read that ability for you too here. So while you defend or perform a primary attack, if the attack range is 1, you may roll 1 additional die. Then phenomenal. Definitely makes Fenn Rau very, very powerful. So these are 3 attack die, 3 defense die ships. So if you're Fenn Rau at range 1, you're basically looking at 5 attack dice and 4 defense dice, which is just crazy. We're taking a lock on Soontir Fel, the Ace of Legend. All right. And that's her action. Soontir Fel did go right. Nice choice. Okay. Now the question is here. I think you focus boost right. I think you do. I think that'll get you out of the arc here, and I think it puts you lined up. Now, mind you, you're going to be right close to that rock, but and I don't know what's going on. There we go. Looks like going to a different place, another different place. All right, Star Killer Base. Now Lava Moon. Oh, wait. I should know this one. I don't. Wait. Somebody's going to have to tell me later and call me stupid for it. This is the high ground planet, I think. So, which is not even worth it. All right, is he going to boost right's the question. Is he? Hasn't taken an action yet. Could barrel roll and boost right. Be a little different lineup. He's probably thinking in his brain whether or not he has the room or not. I don't think he's going to be able to get the bullseye, so I would probably either lock or focus and boost right if it were me. Does he do it? Does he do it? Ooh. Questions. What's he going to do? Checking it out. Taking a peek at what the cards are on Guri. It's hard because if he does go in there, obviously, and he does bump or run into that rock, it's obviously a failed boost. So, he's going for the barrel roll first. Okay, so I'm gonna barrel roll and then it likely boost. Unless he just wanted to get out of the way. I don't think you can do that. He can. Okay, so he now may boost. Yeah, he can do the secondary. He could have done that the other way around if he wanted to. Just so you guys know, the reposition is all you can do in the second thing. So I'll go ahead and read that card for you guys. For anybody who doesn't know, what we're talking about is auto thruster. So auto thruster says after you perform an action, you may perform a red barrel roll or a red boost action. So basically, he could have taken the focus first and then barrel rolled for the stress. But in this particular case, he did not. Okay, so Ciena Ree went straight 5, definitely bringing the pressure. Took a focus, okay. And now we're down to Vader. Oh, and he did boost for stress. Okay, so he's definitely going in tough. Going in strong, we'll see. Don't necessarily want to hit Fenn Rau at range 1, but what he's probably trying to do is block Fenn Rau. Chris is an accomplished blocker. He's spent a lot of time playing a lot of lists that do a lot of that blocking and different things like that. So he is Going in, gonna use afterburners. Okay, so he did a bank left for 3, and now he's boosting a left as well. Use the afterburners there. Oop, nope. Oh, just straight 1 boost. That would be a little more logical to say, because he was definitely going for the block there. So he just probably clicked the wrong button. Good, nice. Just a friendly game. So I'm just curious there. He used a force, and I don't think he should have used a force. Okay, nope. He did it for a lock. Reach out now for a lock. Does get the lock on Fenn Rau. Okay, so uses the force to lock. Good choice there after the boost and the focus. Okay, makes sense. So took the lock on Fenn Rau. Fenn Rau to move. Here we go. Did he get the block? Did he get the block? What's going to happen? Oh, he did get the block, guys. Oh, ouch. Oh, good block, Chris. Good block. Nicely done, sir. All right, so I think the only shot we're going to see here, maybe Guri got a shot in there. I'm not sure. But I think the only shot we're going to see is the Darth Vader shot onto Fenn Rau. That is a guaranteed crit, pretty much. Very interesting. See what we got. So, looks range 3. It might be range 2. Chris better be hoping it's range 2. That's what I would be hoping for, personally. All right. So it's going to be Vader at range 2 into Fenn Rau. Nice. Good. Got his range 2, which is good because that is the worst range possible for Fenn Rau. He doesn't get his Concordia and his extra dice, and then not at range 3 either, so doesn't get his extra dice for range 3. So it's going to be 3 on 3, gentlemen. Let's see what we got here. Ladies and gentlemen, obviously. Go with the. So we are not quite as established as some of the more fancy podcasts out there. So you're going to have to listen to my voice tell you what it is. 3 dice rolled is going to be hit, crit. My guess is he's going to use it to change one of those to a crit. He does. I think it is a may. I don't think it's a must. Let me see here. And change one. Okay, so it is a must. So I'm going to go ahead and flip it and go ahead and point at it for them. He rolled a blank, focus, and an evade. So he does take 2 crits. Unfortunately, not a may. It is a must. So 2 crits coming into Fenn Rau. First one is Blinded Pilot. Blinded Pilot, while you perform an attack, you cannot modify your dice unless you spend force. So you basically have to use that. Next one is a Panic Pilot. Ooh, Fenn Rau is not going to be liking that at all. So Panic Pilot is you gain 2 stress tokens and then you repair the card. So we're just going to flip that card over for him. Grabbed his stress already. Okay, so that was that shot. Now Fenn Rau will have a return shot here in a second. I think Fenn Rau is the only one that has a shot left. Range 2 onto Vader is going to be a painful one. Like it's going to be 3 on 3 at this range. Now Vader does have both force and evade token, so we'll be looking a little bit better though than Fenn did, but that's a really good shot for not having any mods. 2 hits and a focus. Hit, focus was rolled. Here comes the defense dice roll. And they're up and they're down. All right, so it's a focus, evade. So definitely likely to use as a focus token there. And which is exactly what it did. Changed all 3 of those to evades. Vader escapes unscathed from that little foray in. All right. They didn't check for Guri. Guri may have a shot. I don't think they looked. I'm just going to go ahead and double check just to make sure. All right, they didn't. I didn't know. Just wanted to make sure. Not the best opening for Fenn. There was a very good block by Chris. That is very painful right there. Being able to be stuck like that in the corner there. That was a good move. All right. Now double stress on Fenn. Fenn's just going to want to get away. Uh, it's a hard one. I don't know. I probably personally would go 5 forward and try to run away. Mind you, it's going to be a hard one anyways. So don't know for sure there. All right. So likely to see. I think I would see Ben Rao kind of powering out of this would be my guess. Uh, Maybe you'll see him either go straight, just 5, even though it doesn't burn any of the stress that he picked up. It's his best escape route. The trick here is going to be whether or not Guri can outmaneuver and get in there and attack Soontir Fel there. Soontir Fel, kind of the one that's kind of hung out a little bit. We'll see. We'll see what happens here. So Soontir Fel, we'll read him now. At the start of the engagement phase, if there is any enemy ship in your bullseye arc, which is that little tiny straight line that basically points directly forward from a ship, it's actually the width of your range ruler, if anybody didn't know that. You will gain a focus token. So you get a free focus token, which is great, especially if you can do some of your repositions, prepositions, and really help yourself go with that. So that is a great part about Soontir Fel is it does allow that. So there's been a debate as to whether Ciena Ree is a good ship to have because his ability is a little bit of a double-edged sword, if you will. So after you perform an attack with Ciena Ree, if the defender was destroyed, you gain 1 stress token. After a friendly ship at range 0 to 3 is destroyed, you remove a stress token, which is good, but then also you're flying aces in this particular case, so you don't want any. So it does pick up a stress token if you are the ship that performs the attack that destroys the other ship, which for Ciena Ree, actually, you can kind of control it. So that's at least a bonus. Because usually, especially with multiple 6s, that's what we were going to do. Okay, so Guri coming in. My guess is he does either a boost. Nope, he didn't do an action. What are they doing? Why didn't they give Guri an action? Did I miss an action? Oops, I'm so sorry, guys. Banked. Yeah. Why didn't Guri do an action? Oh, okay. He did yep, he did a barrel roll first. Okay, so, yep, so, all right, so then Soontir Fel does Soontir Fel things. Uh, did the 2 turn, and then was able to roll and then boost out of the shot from Guri. That is one of the disadvantages to going second behind Guri is because it's really hard to nail her down, but it's also incredibly hard to nail down these tie interceptors. So good move by Chris there, getting out of all the arcs. We'll see what the next ones hold for him. That focus is from last round, so that's not supposed to be there. Okay, was removed. Perfect. Boosting out right there. Okay, I'm gonna guess we're gonna see a K turn from Vader. I am correct, and he does the bump. Okay, so a little bit of a miscalculation there. I doubt very much Fenn routed anything to take advantage of that, though he may have gone fast enough to actually take a shot at Soontir Fel, depending on how fast he decided to go. Okay, so he did do a 2 bank to remove 1 of the stress. Okay, not necessarily a bad way to go. I think Soontir Fel or Fenn Rao now is down to 1 stress token. Lock from Vader. Doesn't look like there's going to be any shots this round. So back to dials. To dials. So now the question becomes, what do you do in this case? You're not going to be able to do unless Guri comes back pilot right with the barrel roll. You're not going to see a pre-position from Guri, I don't think. Now Guri should have gotten a free and focus token there, but obviously not pointing at anything, so really it doesn't matter. Not taking any shots. So I don't know. Maybe you might see a pre-position. I doubt very much you're going to see a pre-position on this one. I think that if I were to guess, I'm going to guess that he's going to just actually head after Soontir Fel, because Soontir doesn't have any of the abilities to turn around because he is stressed this round. So one of the disadvantages to having to do your double position is that you can pick up stress. It does make it trickier to do your repositioning, or rather a turnaround maneuver. You know, your K turns and your so K turn is the 3 or the 2 most of the time, and what it is it allows you to do the 2 hard or the 3 hard bankment or turn maneuver template, and then turn your ship around and have it facing the other direction. Very good for turning around. And then there's also the K turn is straight and turned around. Wait, one of them days. Okay, so a K turn would be like a 4K, which would basically be straight. And then, yep, that's just what I figured. Yep. So Guri's just gonna try to pursue Soontir Fel, who's either gonna do I would personally probably boost here if it were me, and maybe even boost calculate, depending. Just because Soontir can go fast, so I'm wondering if he's gonna link that to a calculate or if he's not. Looks like he's not gonna link it to a calculate. Soontir does this too. Okay, that removes his stress. Might boost barrel roll. Would get him out. He's gonna focus. All right, now he's probably going to boost right and get out of his arc, would be my guess. If I'm right. And the one where you use the turn template I was completely befuddled on was a Talon roll. So what that does is allows you to use that turn template and then do the face the ship the opposite direction. In this particular case, back towards the direction it came from. He is going to boost right. So that is what I figured. That'll give him a stress token. But he also is going to be out of arc there. So very good. All right. Ciena Ree does the 3 right turn. Not bad. Okay. Does great. 1 boost. All right. Here, going to do the arrow. Oh, sorry. Bank right. 1 bank right. Now he's trying to decide on his action. Just does a focus. Oh shoot, that's right. I am so sorry, guys. Oh, somebody's already done it for me. Oh. 2 hull. All right, sorry. Fenn is down to 2 hull. I do apologize. I am the one that's supposed to be running the overlay there, so somebody else got it for me, which is awesome. Very appreciated. Right, what are we going to see here from? Okay, so Fenn removing the second stress. Now here's where I would see likely a boost and a focus if I were to guess. So he's not going to get into the bear. He's not going to get into the center. This right here is looking bad for Soontir Fel, honestly. Let's see what he does. He does have the blinded pilot, I think. The blinded pilot doesn't allow him to use a focus, so nope, he already put it down. Nope, never mind. So he just turned down blinded pilot would be my guess there. Nope, he hasn't turned down blinded pilot yet. But he is allowed to use. Can't do it to do the attack dice, but he would be able to modify his defense dice with the focus. Still might see it. Oh, okay, so he barrel rolls out instead. Okay. So I would barrel roll back if it were me. So the reason why I would go backward, okay, he did go forward. The reason I would have gone backward there would have been it would have left more options available for maneuvers later on. Okay, so he is going to focus and take the stress there. All right, I think we got a no shot round. Okay. So he did elect to go forward, which is fine, of course. Does have the shot, is out of the other shot. So does not have the ability to use his focus here because he does have blinded pilot. He may not remember. It does happen. Outmaneuver is functional because he is not in his arc. So going to only get 2 defense dice. To Charles's re-attack dice. See what he got here. Naked dice, naked dice. What does he get? All right, painful. We did try to change it, so that is not going to be possible. He does have blinded pilot. Did not remember. With Fenn route, you do have to can't do that. So let me do that real quick here. Sorry, blinded pilot. There we go. All right. Either way, Chris rolled his one evade. One focus. He rolled his one evade. So there we go. All right. So all set. Everybody's looking good and correct now. Awesome. All right. So unfortunate there. He was hoping to get in a little bit of a attack there. Good choice on moving to the side there. Doesn't wouldn't have probably taken the focus had he remembered he had blinded pilot. So just a heads up there, guys, to remember. It's really hard to remember whether or not you have something. So sometimes it's nice to get a critical hit token and put that on your ship. If you're playing on TTS, just drag your critical hit token to your thing and put it on your ship. It's always nice to remember those things. In playing in real life, you just grab your critical hit token and throw it next to your ship. You will save yourself a lot of worrying about that. So definitely a hard one there. Either way, there we are. Curious what we see out of Guri. My guess is we're going to see the Super Guri do a hard one again. Try to keep pressure on Soontir Fel. I don't know for sure what's going on there. Ciena Ree, okay. Was nope. Okay, not sure what was going on there. I'm gonna guess that was an accidental push, so he's just gonna probably undo that one. Bear with it. Having technical difficulties, that's all. What's going on here? All right, there he is. What's he doing? Okay, hold on. There's something going on here. He should be forward. No, okay, now we've gone backwards twice now. Okay, so Guri needs to redo his turn and then boost forward. So I'm gonna I don't know to say to them. Hopefully they can get it right there. Unfortunately, cannot move to tell them what they need to do. So it's to turn left and then boost forward, and then do his pre-positioned move. There we go. Okay, so now they're going back into it. Oh, I'm guessing. Okay, there was maybe a mistake on. All right. All right, they're getting it back into there, which is good. Okay. All right, excellent. And I didn't even know if we had a shot there from Guri. We probably had a shot from Guri into. There we go. There we go. Okay. Now we're looking at a little bit better. Okay. Now he's probably likely to be doing a barrel roll back, is what his intention is. So that is what he's going to do. Pilot right, barrel roll back would be my guess. So that's where he's going with it. He just did just used his pointer there to gesticulate that that's what he intends to do. So there we go. Perfect. Just fits next to that rock. Oh, that is tight. Ooh, very tight. Okay. All right. Good. Good move. All right. And then, yep, does his move. Might actually get a block there. That's what he's rolling for, it looks like. Definitely interesting. Okay. All right. So, yep. All right. Perfect. All right. Okay. Does a hopscotch there? Removes the stress, which is good. He's going to do a barrel roll. Okay. Maybe a barrel roll and a boost. Oh, yep. Barrel roll boost for stress for that. Okay. Barry still has a lock, and I think that still is in range, actually. Let's see. It's interesting. Going to take it back, looks like. Go for the straight boost instead. Interesting. Okay, so given a little bit of leeway there, generally speaking, you wouldn't be able to do some of the repositions like that. All right, my guess is he's going to barrel roll. Nope, focus. Okay, focus maybe and barrel roll. No, I'll probably stay where he's at. He's at an arc, so. Oh, he is going to take the barrel roll. Okay, all right. Fair enough. Now, Ciena Ree is in there. Okay, did a K turn from Vader. Turns around right at the edge of the board there, but still plenty of room. All right. Let's see here. Question is, what does Fenn Rao do? Fenn Rao is. Here's focus there. I'm gonna guess a 2 hard left. Left 1 hard left, which I don't think is blue actually. So he does keep the stress and the blinded pilot. All right. And now it's shooting time. Who's shooting who? Let's find out here. Looks like Ciena Ree is going to shoot at Guri, would be my guess. Might be Fenn at range 3. Is Guri at range 2, Fenn at range 3. Where is he going to shoot? Checking their abilities. Both of them have range 1 abilities. Neither of them has anybody in range 1. 2 hits, 3 dice rolled. I don't know where it's going, to be honest with you. The lock. Oh. So somebody had a lock somewhere. What happened there? He has a lock, so I'm not sure. Oh, Predator. Okay, so it's a Predator re-roll, because that's Ciena Ree shooting at Guri. There it is. Ciena Ree on Guri. Guri rolls 3 defense dice. Got 2 evades. One of them's going to sneak through onto a shield. Guri takes the first shield there. All right. Oh, and rounds up. At a range 3 on Ciena Ree. Bullseye shot. Outmaneuver is not going to function, so that's not going to matter. So it's going to be 3 on 3. Again, blinded pilot. Can't modify his dice even if he did. Here we go. 3 on 4, rather. Yep, sorry. Get an extra dice for range 3. Crit, not bad for naked dice. Here goes the roll from defense for Ciena. 2 evades, 2 blanks, so he does dodge out of it. Damage. He's shot. 2. A range 2. He's going for. I think you go after Soontir Fel here, and that's where I think he's going. They're both range 2. Both Ciena and Soontir are range 2. Both gonna go, and then Guri actually has the lock on Soontir, so not sure what's going on with that. Oh, rolled his 3 dice. What's going on? He never rolled his dice the first time. Okay, I'm not sure what happened there. He should have rolled. He didn't roll, but maybe he thought he rolled. Okay, I don't know. Okay, either way, he used that as his first roll, then rolled 2. 2 is the reroll for the lock. Unfortunately, 2 into 2 blanks. Blank to blank, not a very good conversion, unfortunately. But now things are looking a little bit tougher in this particular section for him. So what do you do here? If it were me, with Soontir having the stress, I would probably, because he's not likely to be able to turn around. So here might be a good time for Guri to actually come in a pretty, maybe not. So the question would be whether you do a turnaround, because that's the thing. Guri could take a focus or an evade, but Vader's probably going to come in pretty hot and heavy. So he might do a pre-position here and just do a soft, giving hopefully Fenn enough time to get in there and get his range 1. It's a little harder to set those maneuver dials when you start getting into the mid game here. Ciena Ree should have stress token. Not sure I'm right there, but I'm pretty sure he did a focus barrel roll. Did just want to verify. Quick. Sorry about that, guys. Get some of these ironed out later on here, but for right now, it's always nice to kind of try to remember, and I'll get better at this, guys. I do apologize. All right. 3 moves, 3 straight. All right, he is chasing down Soontir Fel, it looks like. Okay, fair enough. Soontir Fel stressed. See here. Now it comes on to Chris. What's Chris going to do? I really think that Vader's coming in pretty heavy if it were me. Okay, Guri does a straight boost. Just hoping to get that range 1. Oh. Does he have a boost in the lock, actually? Oh, okay. So he used Afterburners. One of his charges of Afterburners on Guri. And then used his lock. I don't understand why he has that. Hold on, hold on. Did I read him wrong? Pretty sure he can't do a lock and a calculate. He cannot. Okay, so he just did his lock. Okay, so good stuff. All right, now we'll see where everybody's at. Ciena Ree comes in behind. That removes the stress. Now, likely to see, I would probably just say a focus in this particular case. You might see a focus barrel roll. Put him in right behind. That's what you're going to see. All right, so focus barrel roll. My guess is that Fenn Rao comes in and makes his day a very bad day here in a second, but that's just a guess. Oh, no, 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 no. What is he? No, oh. I'm going to guess that was not the move he intended to make. Yeah. My guess is he intended to do a 3 bank and did not dial that in. It looks like, oh no, okay, 3 turn. Okay, so that really puts him right there. That's interesting that he was, okay. So that really does pretty much give him the very, very best, because likely you'll see a boost from Soontir Fel, and he'll yet again be out of arc of the Guri. Maybe they're just gonna not give him actions. I don't know. Friendly game, so generally speaking, of course, if you have the dial of 3 straight and it goes off the board, you would of course lose that ship. Technically, he flees from battle, so without any damage being done, he would be removed from the table, which is a sad day for the Ace of Legends, Soontir Fel. But I guess he does get to live to fight another day, but not ideal. All right, what actions he's going to do here, we'll see. Maybe an evade boost or a focus boost. I don't know. He's not going to be able to get anybody in his bullseye, so you're likely to see a boost forward. It should take him well out of Guri's range, and Soontir Fel doesn't like to be shot at range 1, that's for darn sure, especially not against for Guri, if you will. Yep, definitely does boost, and oh, he is going to barrel roll? That's interesting. Oh, okay, so now we know what Vader did. So he's moving so that way he's out of the way for Vader. He did. Okay, he's going to back that up too. So, a very friendly game. Yeah. All right, so it's like Vader might be up. Okay, so he did it the other way. He did a focus boost in this particular case, just did a rewind. Okay, so yep, that's correct. So basically went forward, just decided to take the bump after all because it bumps him out of arc. So really, really friendly game there because basically instead of being able for Guri to have a shot from his stated, he will have now had the chance to have that. But of course, Vader would have had some actions, so it's best not to have Vader have actions. But if Guri has a lock, he does not. Oh, that's at least a bonus. So now Fenn Rao gets to move. Let's see what Fenn Rao does. All right, likely to drop down the blinded pilot. He may not. May, I don't know what else he would do. I would do the blinded pilot. If it were me, he might choose something else. All right. And repairs blinded pilot. Nice choice there. All right. So Fenn Rao no longer has blinded pilot. So now Fenn Rao at range 1 into Ciena Ree. That is a very, very precarious situation. At least it's unmodded, but gonna be a tough shot. So first shot is Ciena Ree in Guri, it's going to be range 1, so it's going to be 4 on 3. Predator is active. Focus is ready. Oh, let's see what we get. So I'm going to probably use this Predator here. And we end up with 4 hits. Hit, 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 hit. Definitely going to have some damage going through. Let's see how much he's got going. All right, Guri with the focus. Going to take 2. Likely uses that focus. Yep, does. And takes 2 damage. Okay. So Guri takes 2. Let me double check here. Shields down on Guri. Is what I see. Okay, somebody's already messing with it. Okay, so shields down on Guri there. All right, Guri at range 1 for Vader. So you do this. So he only gets 3 dice. There is no lockout there. Does not get his free crit. You do have to have a lock for the crit. So it's 2 hits. He used his focus, her focus rather, and now she has got her 3 defense dice. All right, uses the force, of course, there. Take 3 damage cards onto Guri, leaving Guri with, I think, 1 hit point is what I believe. Let me double check here. Her hit points. Yep, leaves her with 1 hit point remaining. Nope, not Fenn. Sorry, Guri. All right, so you guys got to stop it. Everybody's trying to do the job. I got it. All right. Now Fenn gets to shoot back. Here we go. It should be 5 dice at range 1 here. Guess he's going to Ciena Ree. All right. So outmaneuver. It should be 5 on 2, actually, is what we see here. Oof. Strong shot, 3 hits. Not bad, not bad. Outmaneuver's active. We should get 2. See what we got here. There they go. 2 dice on Ciena Ree. Double blanks, and that is a dead Ciena Ree. Ooh. There you go. Just like that. Ciena Ree is gone. And oh no, I lied. Ciena Ree was rocking a shield upgrade. So Ciena Ree down to 1 hit point. Ooh, it's a close one though. Close one. Ooh, 3 hits. So shield upgrade and 2 hits onto Ciena Ree. Oh, okay. So wow. Okay. So first point scored there. So looks like we got 90, 29. 62 points still needed. Not bad there. Really hard though. 2 hit points and two hit points on Fenn Rau, 1 hit point on Guri. They are limping along, but they're both still on the board. Most importantly, both still on the board. But mind you, so isn't Chris's entire team too. But that Super Guri, I think, is really feeling the effects of these 3/6s. And that is one of the reasons where, like I was saying earlier, I'm surprised that he didn't go in a little bit more vigorously towards Guri. But I mean, he got half points on Fenn right off the bat. So honestly, that was a great, perfect initial block and everything like that. So we're running really well here. Don't know whether or not you position to attack with Guri or you run with Guri is a real question here. This amount of time left. Soontir Fel's not really in a area where he can really engage. I think you're probably going to take it too hard with Fenn Rau. Stay in the fight. My guess is Guri will come back a left, or left forward, depending on what Charles feels his best maneuver is there. With a 1 hit point, it's possible that she runs. So we might see like a 5 forward or a 3 bank. Not necessarily. We probably wouldn't see a 5 forward. Obviously, we know that pretty much takes you right off the board, but you might see like a 3 bank to start getting you off and out the way. Let's see what happens. All right. Close. Looks like we're almost ready for moves here. All right. He did take that forward 1. All right. So curious now what his move might be. Okay. So basically, what Guri can do is pretty much just turn right around, right on a dime there. So did the bank 1 left, and then just did a hard turn. 2 left turn from Ciena Ree. Drops that stress, and Mike likely will jump and get out of dodge. Will be the guess there. This might have actually caught Chris. He may not have known that you could do that. Focus boost, focus barrel roll. Probably focus just stays there. Maybe I would probably just stay there if it were me. Set myself up for my next turn. That's for the K turns and stuff like that. All right, who's he gonna move next? Looks like he's going to go with Darth Vader. Vader 3 forward. Okay. Ooh. All right. Has room to barrel roll, which is likely what he's going to do. Barrel rolling pilot right. Bit of Guri's shot. Chris doing a really good job of avoiding shots this round. My guess is he wants to barrel roll pilot right. Looks like he's hovering over pilot left. I think that's okay. Nope. He is going to barrel roll pilot right, which is interesting. Going to go for the block on Fenn. Might get it. Depends on what happens with that. Going to use the force and get himself a focus. Seems good. Not going to take a lock. Not going to use the force to take the lock. Too hard with Soontir Fel to the right. Yep. Right. Likely see a focus boost here. Thinking that will get him his focus. Focus boost right? Yep. Perfect. All right. Did he get the block on Fenn Rao? That's the question. Did he? Did he? All right. We'll find out here in a second. Fenn Rao. If not, he's going to have a spectacular. Oh, he did have the block. Okay. So, Fenn Rao likely dead here. Does get Concord face off. And does have 4 defensive dice, which is pretty nice. It doesn't look like there's a lot of shots coming back. So, going to have 1 shot from Guri into Darth Vader, but no shots from anybody else to anybody else on that. So, first shot is Soontir Fel into Fenn Rao, range 1. So, Concordia, it's going to be 4 on 4. No focus. Does have the focus from the there. Good. All right. 4 on 4. Here we go. Hit, crit. Wow. That is a very dynamite bullseye roll. 2 hits. Let's see what Fenn has here. He, of course, has Concordia face off. Lets him change 1 result to an evade. Looking for 3 evades here. 3 natural evades. Just 2. All right. 1 crit's coming through. Gonna have Concordia. All right. So just 1 crit. What's in the box? What's he got? What's the crit? What's the crit? It is. It did that right. Yep. That is correct. Just waiting. Let's see what the crit is. And the crit is loose stabilizer. He must go straight or suffer 1 damage. And in this particular case, that straight is it's going to have to go straight or else he basically dies. So loose stabilizer on Fenn Rao with 1 hit point remaining. Charles is limping. Oh, they're on fire. Oh, they're on fire. Nicely done putting that crit token with you. That's oh. And now when you look at what's going on here, you basically have Fenrau staring down a rock. All right, you got Vader and you got Soontir Fel, both at range 2, both unobstructed. He gets to decide who he wants. Does have the range 1 on somebody, so does get a focus, which is very nice. So we'll have a mod, which is great. Does he have a lock? He does have a lock on Soontir Fel. Is he going to use the mod on the lock on Soontir Fel is the question. Okay. It's going to be 3-on-3 regardless. All right. With those dice. All right, rolls his 3 dice here in a second. All right. Gonna use his lock. Very good. Ends up with a crit. Gonna use his focus for hit, hit, crit. Nicely done. All right. Outmaneuver 2 dice on Soontir Fel. 1 focus result. It's gonna be a hit crit going through onto Soontir Fel. So that's half points on Soontir Fel. And the crit is Ooh, stabilizer on Soontir Fel too. Ooh, both of them taking the same one. That is crazy. So both of them with the loose stabilizer. Loose stabilizer reads, after you perform and execute a non-straight maneuver, you suffer 1 damage and repair this card. So if you look at it, Soontir Fel has got some at least open space in front of him. The loose stabilizer on Fenrau could be a death sentence because straight out of where Fenrau is basically a rock. So, but that does give points to Chris there, or sorry, to Charles. He's basically looking at a 61 to Chris's 90. So looking good. A half points on the Super Guri. It's not helping out. So looking good so far though. We're just going to go ahead and put a token down there for them. Just so that way we got it on both of them. All right. Vader with his force back. Oof. A tough turn right here. Ooh, where do you go? Where do you go? Well, we know that Soontir Fel is likely going straight. You may take the choice to soak up the damage. I don't think that's going to happen. Guri, I'm wondering if he maybe doesn't head after Ciena Ree. Ciena Ree down to 1 health. Probably the easiest way to score points right now. Also gets a ship off the board. He does have the possible shot onto Soontir if he does stick around. So we'll see where he decides to go here. Either way, I'm likely to see Guri going right. Curious how fast he goes with Fenn. Fenn does go second, so he can't do the bump, unfortunately. Choosing a 2 straight would probably bump him into Vader. So that would, or 1 straight, but I don't think you have a 1 straight on the Fang Fighter. So I likely would see a 5 forward at a Fenn, just to hopscotch that rock. Hope that you don't roll the thing. So here we go, pre-position from 3. And cannot do it as he dialed it in, but he does have the option to go to the forward or to the back where he selected. He does have some room. There we go. So he couldn't do forward, but he was able to do the back, which is good. And here he goes. All right. Okay. I think he's expecting a fast maneuver from from Ciena Ree there. I think he thinks that we're going to see a K turn. Or straight. Okay. Yep. That clears that. Likely going to clear the loose stabilizer and does. The loose Soontir Fel repairs the loose stabilizer. All right. Now, or maybe not. What's up here? Okay, yep. Sticking with the repair of the loose stabilizer. And what do we see? What do we see out of Vader? Or Ciena? Curious if he did a K turn with Ciena. Definitely possible. He did do the K turn. It was a good call, Charles. Nicely done. Now it is an I6 staring down an I5. So he could be initiative killed. So a little bit of a worry there. Okay. Got the get the Talon roll from here. So gonna get the stress. Doesn't have a lock, which Vader loves a lock, so that's okay. So Vader picks up some stress. Now we see if Fenn Rau kills himself on this rock. Real question. Here we go. Fenn Rau, what are you gonna do, buddy? There he goes. Yep. Figured he'd shotgun over the rock, and now we find out. All right, guys. Kind of crossing my fingers. I never want anybody to die that way. He did survive, which is great, but he does still have the loose stabilizer damage. So he does not die. Very good. Doesn't get an action, though. So Dark Lord of the Sith. Does he have the lock on him? Does have the lock. Okay. So we will be seeing 3 dice unobstructed. So 3 on 3. Unfortunately, this is where Fenn Rau dies. Unfortunately, at range 2, going to be hit, crit after he uses the Force to modify. Would be my guess, and that is going to probably spell the end for Fenn Rau. He has to roll some natties here. See if we can get some natties on him. Natties, come on. Chant in the chat. Natties, 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 natties. Oh, and they were natural blanks. So that is a very dead Fenn Rau. Unfortunately. What does he pick up? He picks up a direct hit for another hit. And one more. This is a disabled power regulator again, I think. Image sensor array, actually, to end it up. All right, the range 1, Ciena Ree. Just 1 crit at the Predator. Hit crit. Hit crit into Guri. Guri, 3 defensive dice. This could be it. Could be it. Let's see here. 2 on 3. Sorry, 4 on 3. The hit crit. Does get the focus. Plenty. All right. Does pull the evades. Now it's his return fire shot. We're going to have 4 on 3. Guri did have somebody at range 1, so she was able to pick up focus. So here we go. Rolling. Charles ends up with focus, focus, focus. So I'm going to guess he's going to use that focus. He should have gotten one. He does have it. Going to use that focus for 4. Ciena Ree does not pull 4. Has the evade, but pulls out just the 3. So Ciena Ree has been removed from the board. So tit for tat, if you will. Chris is still leading 127 to 90. Guri is out there. And that did remove Ciena Ree. So looking a little bit better. And Fenn Rau should be removed from the table as well. So my guess is, oof, that's a rough one. He does have a chance that he can come in on Soontir Fel. My guess is Soontir Fel is going to come left as opposed to coming right because I think that rock might be just a bit too close. See if I'm right. He does have the ability to do a 1 hard because I don't think there was a stress token on Fenn Rau. So that does give him options. And I do believe you can do the one hard and have room right in that rock there. So question becomes is did he or not? Good question. Good question. Ooh, getting a little tighter now. Ciena Ree off the board. Soontir Fel, 2 hit points remaining. Pretty much Vader untouched. If he does remove Soontir Fel, that is 32 points. Going to be closer to. Looks like I have
What's going
people.
on, sir?
Guys, how's it going?
Going good.
So,
I'm gonna concede because by my math and my luck, there's no way that a 1 health Guri takes out Soontir and Vader in
Yeah.
12 minutes.
Yeah, that was a hard one.
The green dice were not my friend.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and Chris did get some pretty good hits in there too.
Although to be fair, looking at dice odds, we were both +4.
Yeah.
Our greens were both even, and we were both really, really good on our reds. So no complaints there. But really good game and lots of fun bouncing around in those ships. That's for sure.
Definitely, like I was saying too, it was always gonna be a hard match for Guri because Super Guri with 3 sixes, the 666 setup is the mark of the beast for especially for an I5.
Oh,
So,
for sure.
yeah. So
But thanks to John in the chat for hanging out and giving some haptic feedback on our stream and helping us get better.
No idea where we were at, so I do appreciate anybody who was sticking around and listening to my drone.
I can't wait to watch this back and hear you talk to yourself for 45 minutes.
It's not easy. No, it was an hour, dude. Straight up hour. It wasn't no 45.
Oh yeah.
Talking about you guys.
To be fair, I think it'll be better with 2 people when you have somebody to bounce commentary off of and have a conversation. Because trying to keep yourself fully discussed, like not disgusted, but full commentary for an hour solo is that's a daunting task for anyone.
Yeah, it's a little challenging. No lie. Not something I was prepared for necessarily.
Well, we appreciate you doing it for sure.
I don't know. I don't know if it's better to do commentary or if it's better to do like listening and playing. Hopefully, I wasn't too obtrusive, but I believe that the Vader move, like the biggest one, I think was the Vader double crit. But it says change 1, and it doesn't give you a May, so I read that as a must.
Yep.
And
nope, it's good. My issue, as it always was Fenn and his green dice. Yeah. Catching him at range 2 was a cripple to begin with, and then to be fair, trying to chase Soontir with Guri is a daunting task all in of itself. So,
well, and yeah, her preposition there. I mean, that's like I said when we were in commentary, right? You're gonna have a hard time every time because where she really excels is that ability to position ahead of time, know where things are going, and then move to it. Whereas with this one, with her being at that disadvantage, basically she has to kind of guess. And yeah, like I was saying as well, that critical bump that Chris got was insane. So
in hindsight, I should have done the 5 straight. I forget that with this list, I can't be aggressive. I have to be patient and consistently outmaneuver people. And so trying to be aggressive with Fenn bit me in the old hindquarters there.
It took us got a few bite marks in a day.
Yeah, for sure.
Hard one. Well played, Chris, though. Nicely done.
Absolutely, man. All right. Well, I think that's it for the evening, yeah?
Yeah, I think 2 games is probably enough. That's probably enough for me. Play 2 games tonight. I think it was fun. We got to test out the stream. I got to learn how complex it is to run audio and video and play a game at the same time. But I do have a setup now. We will not be able to do a dice box, I don't think, for now. But we are able to actually do it was kind of fun because I was excited because we don't have to hear your commentary, and actually I just figured out a way where we can flip between the two easier for it, but I have to wire something up for that. But it was kind of fun.
So, Matt,
Here's
just
the
so you
commentary.
know, as a thumbs up for you, John in the chat said you did fine for having to fly solo on the commentary, and he was able to keep up with the game as a newer player following your commentary. So that's a pretty solid positive feedback, man.
Yay, trying. Are we out, by the way, or are we still live?
I
We're
believe we are
live.
still live.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, yay. So I'm glad I was
But-
able to keep him entertained. It would be, I didn't know he was going to be here. Had I known, I'd have made him come help me. Haha.
Well, the thing does not advertise, but people have been sharing our Twitch. So anybody, watching this in the future, if you share the Twitch and you subscribe to it, or follow us, sorry, you can actually see when we go live. So,
Crazy.
but either which way, thank you all for joining us for a test session of Planning Phase Syndicate. Over.